Welcome to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay. News was out that Donald Trump met with Elon Musk. There's two popular characters for this show. Yeah, you know nothing good's going to come out of that because, it wasn't like Trump was asking about when he can pick up his Model 3 or something along those lines. Unless that's like his next wife. Oh dear. Trump's running short on cash and he's trying to pimp. Where's my hat? He's trying to pimp Elon for for a cash infusion there. So I want to throw some cards on that. Let's look at Donald Trump's current cash situation with his campaign. We know he's short, and likely because he's siphoning out to pay off his legal bills. But let's find out what his cash situation is like, and let's find out how things went with Elon. If Elon's planning on donating more than snarky comments to help Donald Trump out, entertainment purposes only. This card on top is ready to fly out, so it gets to be the foundation card for this reading. Let's see what it says. The burden. Well, let's see. So this is the energy around Donald Trump's finances. Financially, things are going pretty darn tough for him. As you might imagine, he's got $500 million with a B, $500 million in almost, it's 463 million or so, 464 by now, that he owes New York as part of the civil trial. Another 83 that he owes E. Jean Carroll, and apparently he's trying to get the judge to lower that, and I don't think the judge is going to do that. So right there, you're about $550 million, well on your way to $600 million in legal fees that he owes, or thereabouts. So, yeah, money's getting to be a little tough for Donald there, not to mention that he needs a cash infusion to appeal. Now, I'm wondering, and I'm going to now throw on this too, was he asking for political donations or was he asking for personal donations? Because maybe Trump's hitting up Elon for $500 million so he can fight his court cases. Maybe Elon's got $500 million lying around, He had $40 billion to buy out Twitter. Idiot. Maybe he can help Trump out with that. Help a brother out. Crossed with the Sun card. The financial real, it's almost like we're not even really discussing Trump's political war chest. It's his general vibe. Trump's under a lot of pressure. The truth is being let out on Donald Trump. So already I've asked what his financial situation is looking like for his campaign, and it's giving me Trump's personal life, like what's going on right there. So we're finding out the truth about Trump. More and more truth is being revealed, and he's having a hard time. He cannot bear this burden. He can't. The truth is now finally coming out faster than Donald Trump can lie about it in any type of convincing manner, because now it's also being proven in the courts. And once it's proved in the courts, then it becomes factual. It becomes facts. It becomes truth. And he can't, just like, he's him saying he's never seen E. Jean Carroll before, never met that woman before. Dude, you were convicted of raping her. I believe they called it sexual assault, but rape is rape is rape. And you defamed her to the tune of $5 million. And then when your stupid lying butt went on CNN and said that you've never met her before and you don't know who this person is, that cost you another $80 million. At some point, you need to learn to shut up. And he's kind of shut up about E. Jean Carroll. But yeah, he's wondering where his next meal is coming from. He doesn't know how he's going to pay for his burgers and the help to clean the ketchup off the walls. His financial situation is a mess, and he's losing money. He's hemorrhaging money. And he's trying to look for new sources of it because his normal sources have dried up. again, we're not past King of Wands. I keep asking about his campaign on getting Donald Trump. The legal system has come in and made judgments on Donald Trump, causing him all sorts of problems and now financial problems. He's looking for his sugar daddy, man. Maybe Elon's a sugar daddy because it's not Putin anymore. Putin doesn't have the money. Putin's got a war he has to prosecute, and he can't help him out. Saudi Arabia, they're maybe not that eager to help Trump out. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. China? I don't know. Probably not. But Trump's looking. He is looking for... This may not be him wanting to leave the country yet. Although there's a lot of action here. I think this is more him looking, waiting for somebody to ride to his rescue. I swear to God, if the Knight of Swords comes up as this next card, I'm just going to shut this thing down. Thank you very much. I'm leaving. I'm just going to walk down the hall. And... Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, you can... All the scientists out there, what is there? There's 72 cards or something like that in this deck. And the probability is 1 in 72 minus these 4 cards, so 1 in 68 or something like that. Called it. I swear to God. I just can't. Where's Johnny? Lord have all the mercies. Why am I laughing so hard? Besides the fact that I just called this card. This literally I was about to say, this is his knight in shining armor charging in to save his ass. You're really counting on Elon, huh? Well, you don't know if you're going to get cash or just snarky comments. If it were me, I'd just give you snarky comments because that's what you deserve. Maybe Elon's going to come to his rescue. Maybe Elon will put him on SpaceX. We'll launch both of them to Mars. Bye! Go to Mars. You can be president for life on Mars. I'm all for that. I will forgive you of all criminal charges. Just to quote Arnold Schwarzenegger, get your ass to Mars. Lesson to be learned, the Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, this is... His parents never were like this. They never forced him to live with the consequences of his actions. And now he is. He is absolutely living the consequences of actions, and there's nobody racing to save him. Oh, God. Out comes the 4 swords. Now, Trump lying low and being contemplative is not something that we expect. Or I should say, Trump lying low and not talking, being contemplative, being introverted, is something that only would happen if he had a health event. You know, if he had a stroke or a heart attack or something like that, that just shut him down. And then the 4 swords could be him. If you were look at this, if he's not being shut down by a health issue, he's being shut down in his abilities to address the problems that he's facing. Okay, now stop, and all of a sudden I've gone from the real wild laughing to kind of being serious here. But literally, Trump doesn't know what to do. He literally doesn't know what to do because he doesn't have the ability to make money himself. He never has. He has always relied on conning people and having either conning people or conning people. You know, whether it's the little guy to give him money for Trump University or the big guys like the banks to throw money at him. That's how he's always gotten away with everything. And now he doesn't have that. And he doesn't know what to do. And that 4 swords is, to me, it's like he doesn't have a path out. It's like he's starting to diminish. And I was asking if Elon's going to contribute to this, but I'm not really getting it. Trump's, he's under a lot of burden. Truth is exposed about him. The courts have nailed him. He's looking for outside help. He's not getting it. He needs help quickly because he's basically going to live by the sword and die by the sword. And again, we have more swords. Swords about intellect. This could be about Trump having some type of intellectual event which shuts him down, or he just can't figure out a way to help himself out of this burden that he is in. What's the underneath card of that? The Two of Pentacles. The juggling finances, the flipping, the contemplation. And again, Two of Pentacles. Pentacles are about wealth. They're also about health. There could be a health decline that's coming. We have our lunar eclipse. We have our solar eclipse. We have criminal trials coming up. All sorts of things are coming up for Donald. And let's not forget my predictions about Melania. Oh, and then there's the whole trying to sell Truth Social to the SPAC and all the court cases that are coming out of that. Midas Touch just did a nice little expose on some of the filings that they have in there and things that they didn't disclose. Like, nowhere was it disclosed that Trump was a rapist to the folks that would be voting on this company. Interestingly, the SPAC is supposed to be buying a company worth like $2 billion, and Trump was valuing Truth Social at like $25 million or something like that. So, how do you justify paying $2 billion for a company that the owner says is worth, $20 million, 1/100th of what you're planning on offering? Why would you pay 100 times more for something? And, all of a sudden, if Trump's, instead of making $4 billion, he's making $40 million, which is a lot of money, but it's not quite the $4 billion that he's looking for now, is it? I love this for him. Okay. After Trump was hitting up Elon for money, since we didn't get an answer on how Trump's finances are doing, we instead got an answer on how Trump is doing, and he's waiting for his knight in shining armor to come in. Is Elon going to be his knight in shining armor? Is Elon going to start throwing money at Trump? Let's see. Heartbreak and betrayal. Are we going to get more finances, or are we going to find out it's Donald's heart that gave out on him, which is why he's shutting down on that Four of Swords moment? Let's see. Heartbreak, betrayal, the Death card. We might be still getting stuff on Trump and his health. He might have a heart attack. I keep thinking it's a stroke. It might be a heart attack. Ending of things. Again, same card underneath that was there before, the Two of Pentacles, the decline in wealth, decline in health. Oh, God. If this were Elon trying to help, it would be like Elon saying he's going to help, but has no intention of helping whatsoever. In the past, we got the government. I still think this is about Trump's health. This is about the court cases and the court rulings on Trump. This is causing all sorts of health issues, especially stress, blood pressure, high blood pressure. Stress, high blood pressure. His lousy diet, which is probably clogging his arteries. I think this dude is up for a heart attack. I keep thinking it's going to be a stroke because he's had those those mini strokes, but this might be a heart attack that actually sidelines him for a bit. Okay, we got the government again. You got government issues in here. It's hard to focus. I'm sorry. If we were just focusing on Elon, let me throw the rest of the cards here. If we're just focusing on Elon, it's like Elon, either Donald promised Elon something and didn't deliver, or Elon's going to, and maybe Elon's returning the favor, but there's heartbreak and betrayal. Somebody's promised somebody something and they didn't come through. They didn't deliver on it. For Elon, he wants deregulation up the wazoo. Here's this offer of money to align yourself with Donald Trump. You've got your weirdo QAnon stuff and the Empress here. Promises between the two of them that didn't work out about the government, either when Trump was president or Elon was looking for, I think, to me, this is like Elon looking at Trump like, you didn't deliver for me, and I'm not going to deliver for you. when you were in charge. I wanted money. I wanted help. I wanted deregulation. I supported you then. You didn't deliver the way I asked you to deliver for me. So why would I keep providing for you? That's one way to look at it. If we're still looking at Donald Trump's health, though, you're looking at perhaps a heart event that's really going to knock him down. I don't think it's going to kill him, but it can really knock him down, just absolutely floor him. In the past, I think it's about the court rulings and the judgments against him was causing all sorts of stress. Knight of Pentacles, I think, Pentacles are about money. Right now, as he's searching for money, he's not taking care of his health. And again, we have, him watching his health decline and his wealth decline. He's looking for money. He's looking for help. He's not getting it. And overall, it's Donald Trump's behaviors that he has voluntarily done to himself. All the burgers that he's eaten, all the fast food that he's eaten, the lack of exercise. As John Kelly said, I've never seen a vegetable on that man's plate ever. Just the lifestyle that he's lead it's finally catching up to him, and it's impacting his mind. His mind. What we're seeing with all these this misspeaking and these quote unquote senior moments, which aren't senior moments, all this stress, everything is catching up to him. And it's culminating. It's literally like watching the snowball going down the mountainside. The outcome is the Empress. I don't think this is going to be Elon taking care of him. This is going to be somebody's going to be taking care of him because he's not going to be able to take care of himself. These could be handlers or things along those lines. I think what I'm getting from this is that there's going to be some help that he's getting, but it's not all the help that he needs. It's just enough to keep him going. How do I even explain that? So like if he has a major health event, this Empress isn't that he's he goes to the doctor and he's cured. What it is that he goes to the doctor and the doctor's like, okay, you know what, you need to rest a little bit and catch your breath. And these two nurses are going to help you here, and we're going to run a bed of tests, and we're going to try and figure out what's going on. So that taking care of, we're going to be concerned about your health. We're going to be concerned about your diet, and we're going to do things to try and stabilize you. If we're talking like campaign and campaign finances, this could be his lawyers just saying, hey, look, you know what? We can't worry about this money that these appeals. We've got to get through this next court case. Let's just focus on this next court case. Don't worry. You've got other lawyers and other things working on this other stuff, the E. Jean Carroll thing, the Letitia James thing. Let's just focus on the Alvin Bragg case for right now. It's kind of like, trying to narrow him down to a single thing to focus on, because he's just going to lose his mind if he tries to juggle all this other stuff. I am not getting anything about money on this. I am getting health issues with Donald Trump. It's going to make it very hard to title this video. Okay. I'm not going to tell you about his financial situation. Spirit's basically saying it's not important. This is what you should be focusing on. It really does throw me for a loop because I've explained this before. I know I ask a question. I think I asked two pretty damn specific questions here. And I start looking at the cards and I start trying to fit them into the question answered. And I usually only get like 2 or 3 cards into it, maybe 4. And it's just like, man, I don't know how to make this story work because nothing's working. So then I have to go back and say, okay, what are they trying to tell me? Are they answering a different question? I swear to God, my spirit guides have the same wicked sense of humor that I have, and they are constantly trying to throw me off my game. And I'm here for it. Because you know what? I'd do the same damn thing if I were in their spots. Matter of fact, I'm kind of looking forward to one of them having to come down here and do a lifetime, and I get to be their spirit guide. Oh, you better believe the payback is going to be worth it. Love you guys. And gals. All right. I don't even know what to ask now. This reading's gone off the rails. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Since it caused me such great humor, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords. What is that? Give me some background as to what the Knight of Swords is that Donald's looking for here. Okay, so we got the Page of Pentacles. Money and health issues, things progressing. He could have a medical condition that's progressing and it strikes suddenly here. And that's going to lead to the Four of Swords. Yeah. I don't think this is now, I don't think we're now talking money like, oh, he gets his campaigns and or he doesn't find the money so his campaign goes dark. I don't think that's it. It could be. No, if he can convince Nikki Haley to stop running, he can save his money. I think, though, that there's a progressive health issue that is going to lay this guy out. Four of Cups. He's... You know how he keeps saying he's acing those cognitive tests? I don't think that means what he thinks it means. Show of hands, how many people here have had to take a cognitive test recently? The only reason why you take a cognitive test is if people think there's something wrong with your cognitive skills. It's not something that like you might go for an eye exam and you have an eye test. That doesn't mean your eyesight's going bad. It's just checking the health of your eyes. But nobody goes to the doctor and they don't tell you man, woman, person, camera, TV. You know what I mean? That's not something that happens. That's a very specific thing. Yeah, it's almost like, he keeps being given advice on what to do and he keeps ignoring it. And then as the feedback loop comes, he starts getting information back and he won't take that information. So he won't take guidance. He won't listen to experts, which is par for the course with him. It's going to lead to a situation like this. He's going to be taking a time out. In the past, Ace of Cups. So strong emotions. He's under a lot of stress. And he's not doing anything to relieve that stress. He's not eating well. He's not exercising. He's not getting himself out of stressful situations. And, honestly, he doesn't really have an ability to do so. You know what his best ability to do so is? Plead guilty to everything. Plead out on everything. That would lower your stress levels. We all know that ain't going to happen. Current situation, as we look at that Knight of Swords energy, it's like, what's that Knight of Swords energy? Yeah, he's got a health condition that's progressing and it's continuing to progress. It's a slow progression. He's not doing anything to stop its progression. And at this point, it's the snowball going down the mountainside. Now it's just a question of how quickly is it going to hit. That Knight of Swords would indicate it's going to hit all of a sudden, but it's kind of like, it's like a rubber band snapping. You're slowly pulling it, slowly pulling it, slowly pulling it. And at some point you pull it too much and it snaps and stings the heck out of your fingers. It's going to be something like that. The Magician. They're going to try and hide it. It may not happen in public. If it does happen in public, they will come up with some excuse, but they are going to try and hide whatever it is that ails him. He won't be able to conjure his way out of this issue. It's what's going to happen is going to happen. As we now get double our major arcana, and we have an ace in here. Lesson to be learned out of this is the Queen of Wands. Honestly, it's not a female doctor. I tend to think of this as feminine wisdom. Women who, take walks and try to eat healthy and then try to get their husbands to do the same thing. Um, he's been getting guidance on how to take care of himself, and he's been ignoring it. And he's just going to be the victim of his own actions on it. I wouldn't doubt if Melania has something to do with it. And I don't mean like the comments where somebody said, as she's smiling as she hands you the cup of poison to drink type of thing. Just saying. But there's some female energy here, some female action energy that's coming that is to be learned from all this. And I tend to think of it as more like you need to be taking better care of your health. Your actions need to be healthier than what you're doing. Outcome, 5 of Pentacles, health deterioration, a big health decline, and it's going to be a continual decline. It's like he will never get back 100%. It's like he's going to drop down. Maybe he recovers. I'm giving you hand gestures. It could be if he has a big health event, he drops down, and maybe he recovers a little bit, but he never gets back up here. He gets like 80% of the way. And then it's going to just keep happening, and it's going to decline his health. I also think that it is also, again, tied to his wealth. He is losing his money, and there is no hope that he is going to get a bunch more money. Now, that's interesting because we've got that... My head's cut off here. Boink. We've got that SPAC that's supposed to throw a bunch of money his way, but it's going to get delayed in the courts. And it potentially may not go through. We've got another 2 weeks and change before the shareholders vote. The shareholders may vote no. Or if they vote yes, they may not want to pay the price. Oh, God, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. All right. Spirit, anything else you want to tell us about his health? A little four-quarter just for any clarification about Donald Trump's health and events that are coming up with it. Boy, that card was kind of wanting to jump out there. Forced it back in there because I wanted to shuffle a bit. Yipes! There's the Knight of Swords again. There's the illusion again. Well, we'll throw these cards out here. I'll throw a few more on that. Come on down. Here's what leapt out. Not necessarily in this order. The Magician card, again, it's like he's done this to himself. He has managed to manifest whatever it is to himself. There's that health issue that's coming quickly. It's going to impact his wishes and dreams. It might be one of those things that it gets him close to the Rainbow Bridge, if you know what I mean. It kind of like how COVID got him right to the edge of this life. I think whatever's going to happen here is also going to take him right to the edge. Let's throw some other clarifiers. Temperance, yeah. This is going to be an event that's going to have to cause him to really back down and really focus on his health. The detoxification coming on. It's like he's going to be hospitalized or something that's going to take a while for him to heal from. King of Wands, court cases adding to the stress. Wheel of Fortune, this has been brewing for a while because of his actions. This is sort of the natural consequences of your actions are leading to this. Court cases doing it. And your choices too. And the stress, the thought of him going to prison. He is holding on to, I tell you what, this man's health, he is barely holding on. And it's a race between his heart and his head. It's a race between his heart and his head. It's almost like, as he loses his money, it's a race. It blows his mind, which will cause his brain to blow a gasket because he can't picture a scenario where he's broke and literally broke this time because they've taken away his ability to make money or con people out of money, as it were, or his heart because he's heartbroken because money means everything to him. And it's like, losing everything, the thing that's most dear, I'll be heartbroken. His heart's going to blow out or his brain's going to blow out. I constantly thinking his brain, but right now with this spread, in the Three of Swords, I'm going to say it's his heart. I think his heart's going to go out. He might have something like a heart attack or something like that, and it's going to knock him out. If it's regardless of what happens, we will not be told the truth by the Trump campaign. We will absolutely not be told the truth by the Trump campaign. The magician's card that's come up a couple of times in here, that's illusion. That's illusion, casting an illusion on things. It's manifested. He's done it to himself, but they will absolutely never tell the truth about that, because nothing about Donald Trump is about learning the truth. You'll find out the truth about Donald Trump after he's dead and gone. That's pretty much it. Because otherwise, he will just keep lying and denying it. Lying and denying, lying and denying. It's only when he can't lie and deny anymore that, the people will start accepting the facts. And I'm not talking about you or me. Okay. Anything else you want to throw on this? I still don't know what to title this video. Anyways. Knight of Swords. I think I'm just going to call it the Knight of Swords and throw the picture. I'll probably have a picture of the Knight of Swords in the thumbnail, and y'all won't understand when you open this video. But now that you got to this point, you'll totally understand why that card was there. Anyways, thank you very much for supporting this video and supporting my channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words and your likes and your shares and everything you do to help keep me chugging away and feeding that YouTube algorithm so that this video makes it out to a wider audience, to folks who have just discovered this channel recently or for the first time. It doesn't always work this way, but sometimes it does. Anyways, yeah, with that Knight of Swords, holy smokes. Anyways, thank you very much for supporting my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some insight in it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.